Hi there. Thank you for tuning in to Grow Your Gifts. This amazing creek behind me, I don't know if you can see it or you might hear or see some of the really big fish in there having a ball on this beautiful sunny November day. Today's topic is physical literacy. That's just a fancy way of saying the ABCs of moving your body. But it did bring my understanding to a whole nother level. Um, when I became physical literacy site lead at one of my early childcare centers. So yeah, it was pretty cool to go to workshops and work with other educators that are also passionate about physical literacy. Um, yeah, and then bring all that information back to all the classrooms and kind of make it fun and engaging because, who wants to learn about even more stuff we have to do with the children? I mean, it's a lot of work working in an early childcare center. And then when you're the person who's like, well, here's some more work for you, it really sucks. But when I pointed out to my coworkers that, hey, this is stuff you're already doing, so now you just need to kind of define it and put it in this certain column to show and represent that, oh, this is how we're doing physical literacy, which we are already doing. So that was definitely a challenge, but something that I took on and was happy to do. So even presenting it at a big staff meeting with my other physical literacy site leads, there was 3 of us. We decided to open the workshop with that song, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. So it's more about, being fun and engaging rather than like lecturing, my peers, my coworkers on like, hey, do this, hey, do that. No, that's no fun. So what is physical literacy? When I just, look it up really quickly, the definition, it is the motivation, confidence, physical competence, knowledge, and understanding to value and take responsibility for engagement in physical activities for life. So that's why I loved physical literacy in the early childcare setting. It really helps to set that foundation when you bring more focus to that, and that's what the workshops were teaching me too, because this is like a screen technology environment. It's everywhere. So the more, and we learn that just from physical activity, that's what can help repair and grow those damaged parts of the brain from, that get damaged from too much screen time at an early age when everything is really developing. So that's pretty awesome. There's a great website, activeforlife.com. And for child development, they explain physical literacy in 3 minutes. Pretty cool. So that's great. If you want more information, you can go to that website. And what really stuck out to me, because I really want to nutshell this and distill it and summarize it so you can get all the juice, from it, is the 3 areas. They call them fundamental movement skills, or FMS. So the FMS of physical literacy, if you're looking this up online or if you want to type it into Pinterest, the FMS physical literacy for infants, FMS physical literacy for toddlers, for preschool, for school age, for preteen, for a teenager, and so on. You will get a plethora of activities that other people have already come up with that you probably already have the equipment for at home. And then there's always classes and stuff that really help, and that's great for social engagement too. So the 3 FMS, fundamental movement, forgot what S stands for now. Fundamental movement skills, I think, okay, are locomotor skills, stability skills, and manipulative skills. So locomotor skills are things such as walking, running, hopping, skipping, bounding, When's the last time you bounded anywhere? Leaping, jumping, rolling, galloping. It's one of my favorites. Sliding and dodging. Those are locomotor skills. Okay, so stability skills, balancing, landing, turning, twisting, bending, stretching, extending, flexing, hanging, bracing, and rotation. So a really fun one visual I have to remember is like stability skills for myself is in the winter time, and there's always like these ice patches or just on my road, or on my sidewalk or somewhere, and I love just standing on the ice and just like planting myself, engaging my core, and just kind of twisting side to side a little. And hi, hello, puppy. Hi. Yeah, no coffee for you. Uh, so cute, so beautiful. A little hot dog came to say hi to me, and yeah, so just kind of finding your stability internally standing on that ice. So you're not trying to skate, you're not trying to move, you're just kind of twisting in place. Also, like if you're on a bus, the pole is right there. You can hold on to the pole, or the subway or something like that, or the train. And especially when it stops and goes, you try not to hold on. Don't fall. Be safe. But you're engaging your core. You're engaging that kind of like sense of your center, your stability. I really love practicing the stability one. Also, balance beam, different things like that for stability. Locomotor skills, the first one we went on, that's in all sports basically. I used to play lacrosse, so things like that. As long as it's more about fun and not always about winning, because it can get brutal playing those kind of competitive sports, and you can get really badly injured. But if you're doing it more like, playing volleyball with friends or badminton or something, then you're kind of getting the locomotor skills naturally in there. So the third column is manipulative skills. That's throwing, catching, striking, kicking, dribbling, bouncing, pushing, pulling, carrying, trapping, and collecting. So manipulative skills would be like very similar to locomotor skills, but they're more like what comes to mind for me. I'm trying to remember from the workshops. So it has to do more with your hands. So your ability to manipulate objects, manipulate things. So throwing, catching. Like I always like to show that with toddlers. Oh my gosh, we did this for like hours. I'm not even joking. And just they love it. And I'm like, okay, hands like this, hands, and slowly, the more we do it, they see me doing it. So they have somewhere to aim as well. So I'm catching it, and then they start putting their hands like that, and they're throwing it to this target as well. That has to do more with manipulation. Striking, dribbling, bouncing, pushing, pulling, carrying, trapping, collecting. Yeah, I feel like those are all more like with your hands. Um, Dribbling. Yeah, kicking is in there too. So I think it has to do with your feet as well. So what kind of like when you're playing soccer, or for the British football. Uh, and I gave the stability skills, snow one for example, but if you don't have any snow or ice, then even, at the beach on the sand as the waves are coming in, there's definitely opportunity to practice stability skills pretty much anywhere. So that's also bracing, hanging, monkey bars, things like that. So you got your locomotor skills, stability skills, and manipulative skills. And again, just to summarize, physical literacy is about motivated to move, confident to move, and competent to move. So that's really important, that you feel motivated, confident, and competent when it comes to being physical. Another great poster summary I came across online, physical literate students. can move their body in many ways and have the skills to play games. They know how to implement strategy during games. They understand how to get and stay fit, which is a tough one for everybody these days. Like, okay, I know how to get fit. It's a lot of work. It's hard work. How do I stay fit? Because, ouch, this hurts. So, certain nutrition involved, hydrations, proper sleep, like, so much. But hey, it's worth it. And I heard that if you keep staying fit, it gets easier, you get stronger, and it doesn't have to always hurt. And another one, respect others, move safely, and play fair. I think that's really important. Even if you're playing like competitive sports, like if you don't have sportsmanship, whistle, you're out. You're out of the game, all right? That's how Coach Hema does it. And value movement, personal fitness, and health. So yeah, it all comes down to that. And I'm around like older people a lot, like in their 70s and 80s, and you can just see the impact that me in my early 40s, like freaking out a little bit, like I better get on top of this, because as we age, it can become a big problem if you don't get on top of this. I don't want to scare anybody, but let's put a positive spin on it. You see Jodie Foster in one of her latest movies, and it's about swimming, like Annette Bening looks amazing, but oh my gosh, Jodie Foster, like for her age, like she looks incredible. I think lifting weights is part of it. So I don't know, I'm figuring it out. Just like the rest of us. Which one is this? I thought I got the website here, but maybe I didn't. But yeah, no, it just gives a little summary about aquatics, athletics, dance, games, gymnastics, outdoor and adventure. I mean, they should have lifting weights on here too somewhere. The resources are intended to contribute to the development of the physically literate child. I think this one is from Europe or something. But yeah, I didn't get the website for that. That's okay. So manipulative skills are also called like body control skills, just to give you another dimension, another idea. Maybe something else to type in to the internet to get activities, so that they're, give more keywords. There's like agility, balance, coordination, rotation. Not sure what that says. Twisting and stepping. And locomotor skills, which we went over, I think those are the same. They're just added like sidestep, swinging, swimming is a really good one. Sorry, this one's a little blurry, so I can't really see it. The other one, object control skills. It's funny how they have the same columns, they just word it a little differently. That's why I'm giving this too. And that's the catching, throwing, passing, kicking. Striking with implement, softball, that's fun. Pickleball, everybody's into pickleball these days. Striking with hands, control, balance, and dribble. So there's different ways to, in different countries call it different things, but it's the same thing, that children should develop fundamental movement skills between the ages of 6 to 9. But I would say like they're already doing it as infants. I mean, as soon as they start crawling around and everything. So the earlier the better. It's just a matter of finding age appropriate activities, and you just kind of slip it in there, so they don't even realize that they're really exercising. Can't do quotes with my left hand. Exercising. And it's more about having fun and how good it feels when your body is strong, and decreasing pain and suffering. That's what all my videos are about. So I do my best. And yeah, that's all I wanted to share about physical literacy. So thank you. Signing off. I wish you well.